Hi, everybody. I'm Gary Thorne. We are ready to call the balls and strikes and the action alongside Steve Phillips, ready for today's game. Will they be able to limit the production of the big bat of David Ortiz? The fans here at Fenway, always full, always excited. Yet another packed house today. We've got Josh Beckett, our starting pitcher. And Steve, as we focus on these Met hitters, how does he see them?
Josh Beckett's an absolute power pitcher. He can paint the corners and he can get guys out in the strike zone. He's a big-time strikeout pitcher.
Here we take a look at our State Farm offense. This is the lineup for the Mets. Steve, how about any bats that stand out?
Carlos Delgado, always a threat at the plate to hit the ball out of the park. Does a nice job driving it to left center field, but if you come inside, he can take you deep.
And Reyes is batting. Just about set to go now. We await the first pitch.
Number 7, Jose Reyes.
And Beckett gets it by, called strike, and it's on 1.
Well, the New York Mets on the road in 2008, 41-40, only one of a small handful of teams that were above 500.
And it's 0-2. Reyes is going to be swinging at anything close. And for the Mets, when it comes to the road games, they got to hope their pitching's going to be a little solider.
Well, that's right. I mean, they need consistency both from the rotation and from the bullpen, Gary.
Strike 3 swung on by Jose Reyes with no contact.
I think that's an outstanding sequence of pitches. 3 good choices, and he finishes them off quickly.
Tremendous job. He wasn't going to fool around with that hitter. We'll take a look here and see where the Red Sox are positionally around the diamond. Steve, keeping an eye on anyone?
Jason Varitek, the captain behind the plate. He's a leader. You can just tell by the way he carries himself. Everybody follows him.
And Luis Castillo to bat. Here's the pitch. Big breaker on the 0-0 pitch. It's a called strike.
It's all about changing speeds, hitting your spots as a pitcher. That curveball down and away, nobody's going to touch that.
And Castillo watches that one go by. Count is even.
Well, Gary, he can really fly, and that puts so much pressure because it does make you think that he can bunt even with 2 outs. If he comes up with 2 outs, he's the kind of guy that can bunt for a base hit and still steal a base. So he is some kind of offensive threat.
That misses down in the zone. 2-1.
The reason he's such a good offensive threat, Gary, when I talk about it, is that he's tough to defend. You just don't know what he's going to do, and if you move the infield in, he has the ability to slap the ball by you.
And a beauty on the outside corner. Evens things at 2.
This is the go-to pitch for many pitchers in the major league. The fastball down and away. When in doubt, that's where you go.
The 2-2 pitch. That one sails by Luis Castillo. Watch it.
Couldn't make a better 2-strike pitch right there. He's working well with the catcher, hitting his spot, powering that fastball down and away.
Right into the batter's box. 2 outs, base is empty. He watches the first pitch. That ends up in the zone. Strike 1.
Now, Gary, look back to 2008. The Red Sox so successful at home. Second best record at home in the American League. 56-25.
Beckett kicks and throws. And right swings and misses. Strike 3. No runs, no hits. Nobody crossed the plate in this half inning, and nobody left on base. We'll go to the bottom of inning number 1. It'll be Johan Santana on the mound. He's going to start for New York. And Steve, as he gets into this Boston lineup, what are we going to see?
Well, Gary, Santana uses that slider against the left-handers to go along with the fastball, and against right-handed hitters, he uses that devastating changeup to keep them off balance.
And Jacoby Ellsbury to bat. And he starts Ellsbury out. First pitch to him, a curveball, swung on and missed 0-1.
Look, Gary, 0-1 count. I'm looking for him to come right back with that fastball.
0-1. Santana kicks and deals. And he lays one down here. And he throws on to first for the out. What a way.
Gotta like the creativity, trying to get on any way that you can, but just didn't locate that bunt where he needed to beat it out and be safe.
And time for our State Farm lineup. Let's take a look at what Terry Francona's jotted down.
Well, with an offense like this, they're going to have to really hold the base runners close. If they get on, they're going to look to run. They all have the green light, so a lot of speed in this lineup, Gary.
And Dustin Pedroia up. Last year's MVP. Base is empty, one out. A line drive towards short. And that sets down Pedroia.
Now batting for the Boston Red Sox, designated hitter, number 34.
Got a chance to check out the Mets. This is how they position themselves defensively. And Steve, individual factors out there.
All right, take a look at David Wright out there, Gary. One of the better defenders. Very quick reactions, good first step quickness, and a strong throwing arm. He's some kind of athlete.
And it's David Ortiz at the plate. Batting .264. That is way outside. Let's see if they just put him on. Here's the 1-0 from Santana. Now here's one hit softly up the middle. And Reyes picks it up. Throws on to first in time to retire the side. Quick half inning there. It's over. 5 pitches. Still scoreless in Boston. And it's Carlos Delgado now.
Well, every lineup needs a big power bat, and he is a guy that can change the game with one swing of the bat.
And Beckett gets it by, called strike, and it's on 1.
Well, Gary, talk about changing the game as a power hitter. Well, the key is looking for a pitch to hit. Patience at the plate, understanding that the first strike isn't necessarily the best strike you're going to see.
And he leaves that one alone. Carlos Delgado with patience and an even count.
Well, that two-seam fastball has to be thrown down in the zone. You throw it up, it flattens out, and you can get hurt.
A 1-1 pitch, and he watches that curve for strike 2.
Now you can see that big curveball just give the jelly leg to the hitter. He was way out in front of it, had no chance of swinging at it.
And Carlos Delgado swings and misses that strike 3.
He pulled the string right there, must have been looking for the fastball. Swings right through the changeup for strike 3.
And it's Carlos Beltran now. For him, top 5 in the league in runs scored a year ago. Fastball in there, 0-1.
Some kind of player, no doubt about it. They're glad to have him in the lineup because he can get it done, and he got it done all season long last year, Gary.
And he delivers. That one bounced in the dirt. He swung. It's a strike. Swung on, grounded towards the hole. So Beltran is retired.
Coming back for the New York Mets, left fielder, number 28, Daniel Murphy.
And in the batter's box, it's Murphy. Base is empty with 2 outs. And Beckett, no luck with that pitch up the ladder.
Well, he tried to go up the ladder on him right there, but the hitter laid off. Good piece of hitting.
The 1-0 pitch. Foul straight back. Here's a strike, bottom half of the zone, 1-2 now.
I think the hitter was looking for something out over the plate that he could drive. They pounded a fastball down and in for a strike.
Fastball swung out and missed, and the side's retired. And they aren't able to get anything going in this half inning. 3 up, 3 away. And it's time now to move to the bottom half of the second.